there's something very special about this man, and he has a call of God on his life and his heart, and he shared with me his testimony and story, and I just had to invite him to come and be a guest with us and to speak with. He is an evangelist and a motivational speaker, and I guarantee you today you're going to be moved. God has something very special to say to us today through Brother Richard. So he has a PowerPoint, and his wife Della is going to help operate the PowerPoint, so you can follow along with his sermon on the screen. And we also have a manuscript as well to help you follow along as well. So I'm going to ask David, you maybe one other to come and help pass these out. We have many copies, so everyone can have a copy of the manuscript, so you can follow along with Richard. And with that, will you make Richard welcome and greet him in the name of the Lord with a hand clap of praise?
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. I'm glad you this morning. Hey, God is there. Hey, God is there. No. Why is he? Yeah. Hallelujah. This morning, I'm going to give you PowerPoint of what God is able to do. God been so good to me. He's been unbelievable. I promise you go with the Bible. Not there. The Bible line. This morning, I'm not going to do all the work. You're going to help me tell the good news about God this morning. And I ask you to read. Please read. Go on with the handout I have. Okay? I'm going to ask you with the first one.
The first one?
Yeah.
Start from the beginning.
Yes, ma'am.
Good morning, my brothers and sisters. It's my pleasure to be with you this morning. I'm very excited to share what God has done in my life. God has shown me 5 principles last year that was in progress before I knew it was going. I didn't realize they were already in progress in my life. I had no clue what the principles were. It boggles my mind that I now see these principles were at work throughout my life. It's amazing that God is alive and working in our lives. God's not dead, He's alive. He's in control of the whole universe. I'm glad I know Him as my personal Savior. I received a marvelous gift when I was 9 years old. I accepted Christ as my personal Savior. During that time, I was an independent Baptist. My pastor was the type to preach hellfire and brimstone back in the 70s. One evening, he was preaching his last point so passionately, and my stepmom knew it. It was almost time for the service to be over, so she went to get ready to be baptized in the lake. I began to contemplate my life and realized I needed to receive Christ as my personal Savior. I realized I was going to hell regardless of having cerebral palsy or not. Just because my body is broken does not mean my mental faculty is broken. Regardless of having a lack of motor skills, I'm no different than anyone else. What does heaven have to do with the lack of motor skills? I was still lost like a goose. Just because I have some limitations in physical skills, I have a mental ability to understand my life.
Somebody else.
Life with God and life without God, He does not treat me any differently. What I'm saying, brothers and sisters, is that I'm normal. Whatever you call normal. What I mean is that I'm so-called normal, psychologically and emotionally. What I'm saying is I've been through life just like everyone else. My life experience has not been any different than anyone else. I have been hurt in many ways just as you all have been hurt in some way or another. By me saying this, I want you not to feel sorry for me, but so you can see how active God has been in my life.
Can we agree on that? Keep going.
I won't be going into great details about my trials and struggles. I am not going to rehash the past. The past is gone.
Because the past is gone. We cannot do that about the past is gone. Let it go.
I have already processed and healed from the most part. Therefore, I will not be giving any names or going to great length on my situations. I was told I would not amount to a hill of beans. I was told I could never become a preacher. I was told nobody would ever.
But I am a preacher. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Am I preacher today?
Yes.
So don't tell me God cannot move mountains. God can move any mountain. God is all powerful. He knows everything.
I was told that no one would even understand me, but God put strong.
Can you understand me?
Yes.
Alright, I want to make cake.
But God put strong determination in my spirit and heart. I had to be able to tear down some walls. I had to be able to fight through the crowds of people that said I could not succeed.
It was not easy. It was not easy. But no pain, no gain.
The crowds that would say it's impossible. A majority of people that would treat me like I was mentally retarded, and even had one person tell me I was mentally retarded. They said my IQ was 1 point above mentally retarded.
Can you believe that? God knew.
Back then, my IQ was 70 on whatever scale they were using at the time. I was in the 13th percentile for my age group, so people always treated me like I was ignorant. They said,
Am I ignorant?
No.
Let me tell you. Nobody is not ignorant. God don't make no mistake. God knows what is best for me. He knows what is best for you.
they said I did not have full psychological development. They said my ability for abstract thinking would never be high enough. They were judging me by my lack of motor skills and whatever else they used to grade these sort of things. And I did not meet their expectations. But
That's sad. We need quit judging one another. We need to have open mind. If we don't have open mind, how are we going to work together as a team? God don't hate angels. You're not even now. Why do we go there? Bullying. God don't treat you in the we don't have the right treating by angels.
Don't treat each other like fools. We don't have that right to treat each other like fools. I can see some questions.
Yeah.
because of me being extremely isolated most of my life, I was not taught how to compensate process that situation and begin to work my way through it. It took a while to peel back the onion, to work through the many layers before I could get to the core of the problem and learn to let it go.
Life's not easy.
Have been hurt. I'm fine. I'm not eating. Will be hard. I think pain is good for us sometimes. Pain is good for us. Go ahead.
Another thing I have experienced is divorce due to adultery. Prior to the divorce, I was on an emotional roller coaster in this marriage. We would have 90 days of joy and happiness, then it would suddenly turn into 90 days of let's end this. I want to get it reversed. I had to wrestle with this additionally because I was an ordained minister. I was concerned that I would never be allowed to preach again.
But I am Christian. Am I?
Yes.
On top of these experiences and my physical challenges, I was having to deal with a speech impediment. This just made everything so much more complicated.
Okay. I want everybody within this part together. Come on.
God's my head. His word is alive. I am a living testimony.
Say it again.
I am a living testimony.
God
Has not failed me yet.
We're all over again.
God's not dead. His word is alive. I am a living testimony. God has not failed me yet.
Is that true? Yes, boy. You have testimony too. And about me, we all have testimony. Everybody. I'm not no different from you all. I am the same way you are. Go ahead.
Yes, my brothers and sisters, I have had the same reactions as far as falling down, crying, whining, complaining.
I cry all the time. I don't want that.
Very loudly.
So, I'm not no different. You know, go ahead.
Asking the Lord, why me? Take me home.
Why me would hit me? But God said, not yet. I'm not done with you. You get one without have no life in this game. Without have no life. We can't tell God, oh, take me home. You want me to go home, you take me on your own time when you get your
I don't want to be here anymore. No one is able to see me for what and who I am. They are only judging a book by its cover.
But I can't worry about that. I can't worry about that.
No.
I can't tell me. Why can't I worry about that? Why? no. Do we remember that? We don't remember directly, but we need to remember that. Somebody else needs to leave.
But God sees me for who I truly am and never fails me. Recently, I have found some sayings from the book Ken and Joni, Untold Love Story, that I find inspirational and would like to share with you. I feel that it will sit with my points and testimony. Point 1. God is able to guard you. There is no circumstance, no trouble, no testing that can ever touch me until, first of all, it has gone past God and past Christ right through to me. This statement was quoted by Alan Redpath in the book, and 2 Timothy chapter 1, verse 12 backs up this quote by saying, "That is why I am suffering as I am. Yet this is no cause for shame, because I know whom I have believed, and I am convinced that he is able to guard what I have entrusted to him until that day." I didn't realize that God promised to guard me throughout my life. It was already in place. God is continuing to guard me each and every day. According to Proverbs 3, verses 5 and 6, trust in the Lord with all your heart, and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways, submit to him, and he will make your paths straight. Another thing, I have to be still and know that he is God. Psalms 46:10, he says, "Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the nations. I will be exalted in the earth." When we incorporate that into our lives, it will bring us peace and hope. We will be on cloud 9. It will be like
Amen.
It will be like we are overflowing with joy and happiness. Let us look at point 2. God is able to deliver you.
Is God able to do
Yes.
that's a weak one. Let me ask you like that. Is God able to deliver you?
Yes.
Thank you. You know,
In the book, C.S. Lewis stated, "God who foresaw your tribulation has specially armed you to go through it, not without pain, but without stain." God may not deliver in the way that I desire, but he will deliver. It may not always go as easily and painlessly as I would like, but God will provide deliverance in his time and how he wants. Let me tell you some of my life experiences that will show you just a glimpse of how God delivered me in ways that didn't go how I wanted, but how God wanted. Number 1, am I healed from my cerebral palsy?
wait. Am I here?
No.
I'm not here.
I don't think so. Does it look like I am?
No.
No. But even with the challenges of CP, God does have a plan for me. How often do we truly rely on the truth of Jeremiah 29:11? "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future." God will deliver me through his plan for me. I will trust and rely on this promise from him. 2, I was in a severe accident back in April. I required a blood transfusion of 2 pints of blood. My blood pressure was out of whack, my head was busted open, I received 10 stitches for my head wound, I had to be placed in a helicopter and life flighted to Vanderbilt Hospital. I was listed as a trauma 2 patient. When I was placed in that helicopter, I was not really very worried. I felt God's presence. Everything around me was chaos. Drama going on everywhere, but I was just calmly laying there. I was okay. But then after 6 days, I was able to go home. The day after I arrived home, I began to say to God, "Heal me or take me home. I cannot live like this."
Dear God, take me home. Am I here?
I won't be able to get a service dog. What would be the point? I wouldn't have been able to handle a service dog in my condition. I wanted to be independent, but I was going to be more of a burden. I cried out to God because I was afraid I was going to have more complications than I was already experiencing. Brothers and sisters, even though I was not healed right when I wanted to be, I have no physical issues any longer from that accident. I know God has healed me. He has delivered me. Psalms 50:15 says, "And call on me in the day of trouble. I will deliver you, and you will honor me." Point 3, He is able to establish me, make me strong. Romans 16:25. Now to Him who is able to establish you in accordance with my gospel, the message I proclaim about Jesus Christ, in keeping with the revelation of the mystery hidden for long ages past. The way He can establish me is for me to rely on His promises, accept His word, and work out my salvation. Now don't get me wrong here. I am not saying that we are saved by our works. I am saying that it is a working process. It's about having
every day, every moment, is working process. Every moment, every hour. Go ahead, Mel.
It's about having a true relationship with God. We have to have an encounter with our Savior. This relationship has to be reciprocal, mutual.
It cannot be one way. It cannot. God gave me live my way. God is not always going to do your way. It don't work that way. And never will. If you belong to Him, if you don't belong to Him, you're going to be miserable. And you're not going to have no hope, no peace.
If we are not working in relationship with the one who has worked out our salvation,
Amen. I'm glad you were with my son. I'm glad I am working Savior. He died for me. He loved me. And don't make no mistakes.
then how can we be established in Him?
No. Let me ask, how can we be established in Him? I want to ask you, what does that look like?
I'm not sure the best way to answer that.
Hey,
Exactly. A Christian.
everybody else,
How do we have a relationship with Him?
now how can we,
Be established in Him?
yeah,
By building a relationship.
How do we stay strong in that relationship?
Pray.
Right.
well,
She said reading the Bible.
and we can have fellowship one another. We gotta have somebody get a hold of accountable.
Have to have fellowship with one another, somebody to hold us accountable.
The only way you can walk, let me tell you, my wife, she's on my toes all the time. My wife, babe, and put a table on it. You put to be a preacher.
I step on his toes all the time. But he rolls over mine.
See what I did? You don't give me no break.
It takes our willing and active working participation in order to be strong have quiet time for prayer and reading the Bible. Allow ourselves to be vulnerable, be accountable for who we are and what we do. Will we let someone stand before us, even get in our faces, and call us out in our actions, our weaknesses, our mistakes? Will we allow our spouses to be honest with us? What about our co-workers? It's about humbling ourselves. Are we able to eat humble pie? Are we able to be broken down to our knees? Or can we just deny the truth about ourselves? Live in denial.
I'm not going to deny. I tried. I've done that to me. Deny. I don't want.
We have one of two options. One, we can be handcuffed by our past experiences.
Hold on. Hello, Richard.
Hello.
It is me again. Richard.
You know my name. My name is Richard.
You are Richard. Do you want to know who I am?
Yes.
I am your dark past.
Ooh.
Hello, Richard. I like to show up every now and then and pop up once in a while, stick around for a while, or maybe even sometimes even longer. And probably a lot of you recognize me already. I like to do the same in your life. So, you're welcome. And good morning. Oh, you're a little too busy right now? Okay, I'm sorry, Richard. You just go right ahead with what you're doing, and I will be right here in the front of your mind. Here you go. Well, how did I get here? Oh, well, Richard, you brought me here. No, this doesn't look like an Uber ride. You brought me here through your sermon this morning, through your testimony. Remember the words like hill of beans, as in you won't amount to a hill of beans. Bringing memories to yourself like that, Richard, that's some heavy stuff, man. And when you share with people your testimony, making remembrances, things you remember about yourself, people said like you're ignorant, you're mentally retarded, you won't amount to anything, you have a low IQ. That's heavy stuff, man. That is very, very heavy, Richard. It weighs on you. And reminding yourself that you have the speech impediment, and then reminding yourself and sharing with these people here that you went through a divorce, you were raped, you went through molestation, that kind of thing, Richard, that weighs on you, that can hold you prisoner, that can enslave you, Richard, that can bind you up in chains, Richard.
Help me, please.
You need Jesus' help, huh?
Get out of here.
Excuse me, Richard. I see that you're kind of chained up right now. Well, I think I have something that can help you.
What?
Hey, Pastor, I think that I was talking to Richard here.
Go ahead, man.
Thank you. Isaiah 40 says this: those who hope in the Lord will renew their strength. They will soar on wings like eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not be faint.
Richard, you don't need to hear any.
Yeah, I do.
All right. Let's say that Isaiah 40 says, "You will fly on wings like
There you go.
you will run and not grow.
Wait.
You will walk and not grow.
Thank
For those who hope in the Lord will renew
my thing.
their what?
Think.
Aren't you glad that the Lord renews our strength and makes us change the way?
Amen.
You wanna toss that one down?
There you go. So, Pastor, I think you can leave now.
So,
I'm not.
You're welcome, Richard. You know, I have to deal with him from time to time myself, and
We all do.
we all do. And I found the best way to freedom is right here in God's Word, just like what we read from Isaiah. So you hold on to that, okay?
I will.
All right.
Are we going to be handcuffed, or are we going to just let it go?
Oh, we go. There you go. There you go.
2 Corinthians 12:9, but he said to me, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. Therefore I will boast all the more gladly about my weaknesses, so that Christ's power may rest on me. Point 4, God is able to do more than we can measure or imagine. Ephesians 3:20, now to him who is able to do immeasurably more than we ask or imagine, according to his power that is at work within us. 1. We have had to move many times in my lifetime. I hated having to move because it always meant having to downsize or eliminating things that I am used to having around me. I had to decide every time if I wanted to be happy with my materialistic items or if I wanted to find my happiness in Jesus. Those were my choices every time. The material things I have had would not go into infinity. Knowing Jesus and having him to guard and guide my life gives me that encounter with him. That mutual relationship will go into infinity, into eternity. 2. I have a master's degree. Whoop-de-doo.
What we do?
It's a piece of paper. It doesn't do
Yeah.
that.
I know me. No.
Don't get me wrong, it helps. I have an education and knowledge that allows me to bring glory to God. But that diploma, that degree, it will eventually dissolve away. It will disintegrate. It is not a solid foundation. When it's gone, what will I be left with? What is going to hold me up? Can man do it?
No.
Can my CP do it?
No.
Can my wife do it?
Nowhere.
All that I have is only temporary. More than once, I have nearly lost my life. If I lose it all, what do I have to sustain me? Jesus, in more ways than I can measure or imagine. What I am saying, brothers and sisters, we have to allow Jesus to lead us to the lighthouse. Jesus says he is the way, he is the door, he is the bread. He has promised to walk with us. Are we willing to walk through that door? To deny ourselves? To pick up the cross and follow him? Are we going to put the chains back on? Or
Oh my. I know. The past is gone. I'm done with him. The past does not have the right to live on me. Because this blood, the power, and the old song, as you can see, back in the day, all the blood that give me strength from there to there, reach to the higher mountains, and go to worry about all the blood that give me strength today, and never how this let me hear.
Or be set free. We have a choice.
With the
Will we allow him to be in control of us and our circumstances, or will we close that door and shut him out? Finally, point 5 is going to be a tough one, but are we willing to believe that God is able to keep us from falling? Jude 24 says,
what that hard to be. You want 24. Can you read that?
Yeah, it's, there are not 24 chapters in Jude, he said. It's
Oh,
the chapter of Jude and verse 20.
gotcha, okay.
Read that.
You want me to read? Sure. Jude 24 says,
I read the Bible.
Right.
Read the
Read
verse.
the Bible.
read the verse.
Yeah.
Yeah. To him who is able to keep you from stumbling and to present you before his glorious presence without fault and with great joy. Not only is he able to keep us from falling, but we have to be willing to come together as the body of Christ, to be in unity. We have to be merciful, to be gentle, to be humble, and so forth. If God has been merciful to us, why can't we help someone who needs mercy and kindness? Can the body walk well without the knees?
No.
Write well without the hands?
No.
We need every part of the body working
Hey,
together.
hallelujah.
Yes. In order to be functioning well. The same concept is true of our spiritual life. We need each other. Without each other, how will we truly learn about God's character? Without the body of Christ, we will be miserable. We will sink. We will fall without Him. Without Him, we have no peace in the world. With Him, He will lift you up, sustain you, keep you from falling. Here's the key. Romans 5, verses 3 through 5. Not only so, but we also glory in our sufferings, because we know that suffering produces perseverance. Perseverance, character, and character, hope. And hope does not put us to shame, because God's love has been poured out into our heart through the Holy Spirit, who has been given to us.
I am going to do one more song of her on the fly. I am sing.
Amen. Amen. Can we give God thanks for this word that we heard?